Right. Is everything working as it should be? Because I'm getting a tad bit frustrated. Oh. Ah. Hopefully it is. Right. We're on the safety car. Now, to explain what happened, because unfortunately the stream decided to die as soon as the incident happened. Breezy managed to crash in the castle section. Very easy thing to do. We've all done it. Now, he retired out of the race. His car ghosted. I believe it went to virtual safety car. But then Passassin had the unfortunate circumstances where he managed to get turned in the castle section, which destroyed his front wing, which put a lot of debris on the racetrack, which then created the safety car. So, God. Very frustrating. But hopefully, we'll have a nice finish to the race. Hopefully. Still got half the race to go. Long, long way to the checkered flag. In the midst of the drama that I was having on my end, a lot of people have put on fresh rubber. And I imagine a lot of these drivers are going to try and get to the end of the race. Except for Cameron. He's definitely not making it, and Barmer, he'll have a hard time getting those tyres to the end. Lunacy has put on a fresh set of hard tyres. He's down in 8th place. His teammate, his fill-in teammate of Mitch Burns, is just in front. We have Gordon down in 14th place, putting back on the hard tyres he started with. So a bit of a mixed around grid at the moment, which you kind of expect here at Baku. Anyway. Was that a penalty I just saw crop up? No, that was a safety car going in this lap. And a drive-through. Just double check everything is working as it should be. Yeah, I can hear the audio, so everything's working. That's good. Anyway, a lot of laps to run. Lots of drama to unfold. Barmer is in control of the restart, and he's taking his sweet time with it. And there he goes. He's bolted, but Cameron has absolutely nailed it. He's alongside his teammate. Down the inside, he will lead the field at the restart. And coming towards turn 2 now, the field bunching up just a little bit, but need to try and not get into some sort of accident. They really can't afford it. Barmer and Breezy battling for position, heading towards turn 3. Breezy down the inside, makes it stick. He's into P2. Andy looking left and right to try and find a way past the Mercedes that has quite worn tyres. Through this small chicane, and Gordon's out of the race. He is crashed out at the exit of turn 4, making it retirement number 3. Fenrique looking to the inside there, but not committing to any sort of move, as he shouldn't. Up through the castle section. Good to see guys at the front not getting into any sort of incident. Unfortunately for Gordon, he's out of the race. He was set to go on to the end of the race on those tyres too. But other than that, it's been a fairly controlled restart. Here comes Passassin on the attack. After, excuse me, after getting damage, after Burzy retired from the race, be looking to make up as many positions as he can. Fortunately, his main rival is right there in front of him, Fenrique. Barber gets pushed wide. So does Arba. Arma almost going into the barrier there. Can Passassin find a way past Barber into turn 3? Not quite. He'll be stuck behind the Mercedes-Benz for a little longer. Through turn 4. Oh, Passassin forces his nose down the inside here at turn 5. But he has the outside line for 6. Gets the switchback though. Can't get the drive. He had a bit of a moment at the exit. He's alongside. Gets it all sort of done. Barmer just files behind into P6. Now Arba has to find a way past. Just in front though, there's a battle for the final podium spot. At the moment anyway. Still have a long way to go until the checkered flag. Fenrique and Andy. P3 and 4. DRS hasn't been enabled yet, so Fenrique will have to overtake the old-fashioned way. Though he is in an incredible spot to pass. He's alongside. As DRS is now enabled. McLaren though, its setup has slightly better straight line speed as Arba goes into the pits and Fenrique sends it down the inside. And he pulls it up. And he gets it done. And I don't think Andy got any damage from that too. He was incredibly close from hitting the wall there. Or defending hard, Fenrique. As something has happened at the back of the field. But I don't want to look away from this. This is spectacular racing from these two. But it's VTEC having some sort of moment at turn 1, bringing out the yellow flag. But it doesn't appear that the Red Bull has any damage. There's Passassin closing in at a rate of knots around the hairpin of turn 7. Through the castle section now, turns 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Wide, Andy. Very wide there at turn 11, and here comes Fenrique. But he can't draw alongside. The McLaren showing its straight line prowess. But with DRS enabled, I'm afraid he's going to be a bit of a sitting duck to both Fenrique and Passassin, who's right on the back of the Ferrari. Oh wow, what a run he's got. He's going to overtake them both. They're 3 wide. There's the DRS zone. The Ferrari and Aston Martin side by side. Heading towards turn 1. They make contact. Through turn 1 they go. Passassin holds it round the outside. He gets 3rd. But Fenrique will get DRS. And no! Passassin has a moment. I'm not sure if Fenrique and Passassin made contact there. But Andy's now back into 3rd place. What an exchange that was. Well, I'm sure Andy will be pretty pleased with that. He gets his 3rd place back. He wouldn't mind that one bit. Through the chicane. Heading towards the castle section once again. No damage on the Ferrari, from what I can see anyway. What about the Aston Martin of Passassin? His front wing looks pretty good too. Though they are losing time to Andy. He's pulled out an 8/10 margin over the course of the 2nd sector. So they must have some sort of issue. Look at him. He's now opened up a 9/10 margin. There's definitely a problem for at least one of these cars. It's either the Aston or the Ferrari or both. But they're closing in with the power of DRS. Right on board with Fenrique. This will be a good view of the action. Down the inside, Fenrique. Oh, Passassin checks up. Hits Andy. Both drivers lose time. Both Fenrique and Andy. But with the power of DRS again, Andy will be able to close in and attack into turn 3. Is he close enough to send it? Not quite. But he has a massive moment for Sasson. It's sideways there at the exit of 3. Through turns 5 and 6. Passassin defends for turn 7, not allowing Andy to go by. There's Fenrique just waiting. Just in behind, ready to attack. Oh, misses turn 8 a little bit, Andy. Doesn't cost him too much. Just a little bit. The really important thing is to stay within 1 second of the car in front. Then you get that massive toe down the pit straight. You should be able to pass into turn 1. But what a scrap this is. Out in front, Breezy and Cameron are just pulling away. Breezy has got a 6-second margin to Passassin. Cameron is 4 seconds in front of Breezy. Fenrique having to lift there. Just being worried that the McLaren and Aston Martin were side by side. DRS open. 2 drivers close in on Passassin towards turn 1. Down the inside, Andy looks. Passassin gives him room. Fenrique tries to get a switchback, but he's unable to do so. Down the inside at turn 2. No, doesn't look. Oh, Passassin goes into the wall. He definitely hit the wall there. Look at that. He's got end plate damage. It's missing on the right-hand side of that wing. So he'll have to come in and get that replaced because he's going to lose so much. Well, actually, considering the laps. Oh, wait. Cameron's in the wall. Cameron's had a moment out in the lead. How has he done that? And he's gone into the back of the Williams. Just a little bit, not by a lot, but just enough. But what a drama. Cameron had a very healthy lead and somehow he lost it at turn 6. Doesn't appear to have any damage. Then he made contact with Breezy. Passassin hit the wall at turn 2. He's now being a great roadblock to Fenrique. And he's loving it. He's just pulling away. And Passassin, he's in a position where he probably has to pit. But if he does, he'll drop way back outside of the points. Oh, that's very messy, but they get through it. What does Passassin do? Surely he pits. He ain't gonna pit. He allowed Fenrique to go past so he get DRS and re-overtake into turn 1. Fenrique, though, having none of it, pushes the Aston Martin wide at turn 1 to maintain 4th, and Kitten Petter gets past into P5. Now Vermeulen is going to get involved, the other Ferrari, in P7. Kitten Petter maintains 5th place, keeps Passassin at bay. But now Vermeulen has the hard task of passing the Aston Martin of Passassin. Rikaka, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's down in 15th place. Less than ideal day for Alfa Romeo. Both cars outside of the points, with one of them retired out of the race. Up through the castle section. Vermeulen still unable to get by. So I suppose from Passassin's point of view, he's just going to fight on. Deal with the damage and hope that he can stay inside the top 10. Oh, look at how sideways he is there at the exit of turn 16. He's going to be stranded. Oh, and into the wall, hard. He definitely has to pit now. Completely shattering his front wing. In he comes. He'll probably put on the soft tyre to go to the end. Cameron pitted in as well for a set of softs. Coming out, where does he come out? There's Mitch Burns and Lunacy, the two Alpine cars. And he slots right in between into P8. So Cameron on course for some nice points here at Azerbaijan. As Rikaka crashes out. And a safety car deployed. A safety car has been deployed with 7 laps to go. Excuse me. So Rikaka has had a moment. Whereabouts is that? Turn 13, the exit of turn 13. Beginning of turn 14. Let's have a look. Nope, his car disappears. And now Breezy at the front of the field, what does he do? I think he will stay out. He has to stay out. He can't pit for soft rubber. You'll lose too much track position. And we're going to be spending 2 or 3 laps on the safety car anyway. So you might as well stay out and keep the track position. Saying that, he does have a penalty, 3 seconds next to his name. That may also aid his decision in staying out. He's coming in. What? Andy? Coming in. Fenrique staying out. I don't know why you're coming in, fellas. Why are you coming in? They're all coming in. This is just gifted Cameron a podium. Fortunately for Breezy, well actually that's a really nice pit stop. I thought he was going to lose a lot more positions than that. I thought he was going to lose a lot more. Granted, everyone has pitted for soft tyres. Everyone. That's why he's still in second place. Cameron in third because everyone just pitted. This is put Passassin in 10th place, so he's still in the points. Oh my goodness. They all pitted. Every single one. I did not think they would all pit. I would have thought with the amount of laps we have left, track position was going to be key. Because we won't be getting back on the green flag racing, I believe, until lap 23. Which will give us 4 laps to go. Oh, okay. Well, I've been proven wrong on many, many occasions. This just turns out to be one of them. I would have thought they'd stay out. Anyway. They all pitted in for fresh rubber. All of them. Every single one of them. Only 2 drivers did not pit. Burns and Fenrique. And they're in P1 and P4. Fenrique's got a lot of work to do to try and hang on to the win here. He's got to keep both Breezy and Cameron at bay. Because even though Breezy has a 3-second time penalty, if he gets by, he should pull away. Those tyres should be quite quicker. Huh. I was fully expecting the majority of the tail end of the field to pit in because they have nothing to lose. But the front runners as well. That's astonishing. Righto. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. But Breezy's the only driver with a penalty next to his name. 3 seconds. Everyone else is clean, so... It's going to be a straight up dogfight between everybody. Seems. Righto. So Fenrique's got track position. Breezy's the first car with fresh softs in P2, but he's got a penalty. Cameron in P3, he's also on fresh rubber, but no penalty. Mitch Burns is in P4, but on 12-lap-old mediums. He's got Andy, Barmer, and Vermoo right in behind. Electric Blade in the Haas is magically in P8. Like inside the points now, because of all that's happened. Persasson down in P10 with a lot of work to do to get his way back up towards the front. I don't think he'll be able to do it, but I said a lot of people would stay out and everyone went in, so maybe Persasson will prove me wrong. Get towards the front end of the field. Safety car in this lap, so we will be going back under green flag racing on lap 23. There goes the virtual burned Maylander. A wonderful Mercedes-Benz. Fenrique really checking up the field, taking his time. This is going to be quite a dramatic finish, I imagine. For Fenrique, he needs to be leading at the exit of turn 1. If he's not, he's going to have a hard time to hang on. And he goes, he bolts. And what a superb restart from the Brazilian. Exactly what he needed. He will lead the way through turn 1. We are back under green flag racing. Breezy and Cameron side by side, heading towards turn 2. Cameron gets by. Now the gap is 1.2 seconds between first and second place. Behind Vermoo, Andy, Mitch Burns, all of these guys squabbling for position as they head towards turn 3. Andy round the outside. Vermoo into the wall, who in turn hits Andy. Andy has damage. He's missing an end plate. He must be furious. He's in a really great place. And here comes Persasson already. What a superb restart. He's up to 5th. Rest of the field making their way towards the hairpin. Burns hanging on to a top 10 at the moment. Kitapeto's dropped to P12. He was 9th, I believe, at the restart. So he's lost 3 positions. What about the front? Fenrique. Oh, how can he hang on? It would need to be one of the best defensive displays I'd ever seen if he hangs on to this. Because I simply don't know how he's going to hang on. Drivers behind on better tyres. They're pulling alongside the Ferrari. And 3 goes. Here comes Breezy. Making it 3 wide. Oh, dearie me, that is close. And something's happened to VTech, I believe, and Kitapeta. Contact between the 2 leaders. Heading towards turn 2. Oh, and more contact. And through goes Fenrique, back into 2nd place. Andy, Kitapeta, VTech, all in the pits to get a front wing change. Lunacy has dropped to 11th. Vermoo into the top 10. Cameron. He should have it now. Fenrique will act as a bit of a buffer to Breezy. Heading towards the castle section. Drivers get to... Oh, dearie me. I swear Breezy just hit that. The small wall at the inside of turn 10. I believe that would be turn 10. Castle section is a bit finicky when it comes to corner numbers. Now Breezy has to get by Fenrique. Cameron's just pulling away out in front. He's loving life at the moment. There's not much Fenrique can do. Uses their battery in the slipstream. Pulls alongside. Through into second place. Now I'm pretty sure though DRS is enabled. It is. Porridge Power overtaking Mitch Burns. That's for P7 and through goes Fenrique. Back into second. Barmer closing in. This could be a really solid result for Mercedes-Benz. This could be a double podium. Persasson not too far behind as well. He too could be on course for a podium finish. Through the castle section. Through turn 12. 4 cars, battling for second place. Breezy, he'll have DRS this time round. Try and get by Fenrique. He should get by Fenrique with relative ease. And that 3-second time penalty will really hamper him. Oh, no, I believe Breezy will get DRS here. There it is. And here comes Barmer. Barmer follows Breezy. Will he look to the inside here to take second? No, he won't. Barmer's through. Fenrique can't fight. Contact between Fenrique and Persasson. Fenrique is in the wall. He drops to 5th. Persasson. Andy has retired out of the race. He's crashed out at the exit of turn 19. Persasson has got front wing damage. He can't challenge Barmer. Out in front though. Cameron. Just keeping it out of trouble. Fortunately on the last safety car everybody pitted for soft tyres. And it put him in a great position at the restart. He's made full effect. He's heading towards the final sector now. So long as he doesn't make a mess of 18 and 19, he will take the win here in Baku. Gets through it with ease. It's going to be quite the special occasion as well for Mercedes-Benz, as SMM Cameron will take the checkered flag to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it will be a Mercedes-Benz 1-2 on track. Forget about the penalty. On track, it is a Mercedes-Benz 1-2 with Kos Persasson in P3. Breezy falls to 4th, Arbar in 5th place, overtaking Fenrique, who has complete front wing damage. Porridge Power in P7, Mitch Burns in 8th, Lunacy in 9th, and Electric Blade rounds out the top 10 for Haas. Just be waiting on Vitek, Vermu and Kitten Petter. And we can wrap up what has been a difficult Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Gee, thanks, Kitten. Make us wait that little bit longer. A race to forget for some, I'm sure, but a race to remember for Mercedes-Benz. A 1-2 finish. Cameron from Barmer. And to make it an extra special day for Mercedes and Aston Martin, finishing P3. Well done, Cameron. Put yourself in the right place at the right time. Took the win. Barmer, P2 finish. I'm sure he'll be very, very happy with that. 2 P2 finishes in a row. He just might be leading the championship after this. And 2 P3s in a row for Persasson. I'm sure he was hoping a lot more from this race after his qualifying performance earlier. But in the end, it's third. With Breezy in 4th place for Williams. I'm sure he'll be kicking himself with that 3-second time penalty. He was destined for a podium, but P4 is what he's going to get. Arba, P5, Enrique, P6. Him and Persasson made contact on the second... No, on the final lap. Second last lap? Final lap. Final lap. Mind is a little bit jumbled at the moment. Porridge Power in P7. Mitch Burns in P8. Lunacy in 9th. Electric Blade rounds out the top 10. How about that? From 16th on the grid to winning. Such is Baku, I suppose. 3 pit stops, medium, soft, and won the race. Well, this was definitely a whole heap of drama all at once. In a way, it's a bit similar to Australia, where it was just a whole heap of drama. Oh. Don't know what more to say, to be honest. Mind is a bit lost after all the technical difficulties that we've gone through with Twitch and PSN. Oh. I think it's probably time to wrap everything up here at Azerbaijan. Next week... Oh, God. Can't actually remember what next week is. Gonna have to look at the calendar to remind myself. Let's see. Oh, goody. It's France. The French Grand Prix at Circuit Paul Ricard. So, we go from this circuit, this drama street circuit in Azerbaijan, and we move to the Great Tarmac Lake. Can't speak. I'm so done for today. We go to the Great Tarmac Lake, located at Le Castellet in France. Should be an interesting race, I like to think. Circuit Paul Ricard holds a very special place in my heart, as it's the location of the first properly great race I ever witnessed as a commentator. In saying that, though, there have been many occasions where Le Castellet has been quite boring, but hopefully it won't be for next week, and hopefully we won't have the technical difficulties like we had tonight. But until next time, I've been Lane Everingham. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for the French Grand Prix at Circuit Paul Ricard. Until then, goodbye.